Oh, this little rat thing again.
Here he is, my lady.
Gabu, it's been too long.
Gabu.
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he can see or hear us, he has given no sign.
I see. You're still fighting. I'm proud of you. We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphino and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet. You know, with the three of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? Of the stars beyond count twinkling
I remember.
in the heavens? I was feeling pretty low back then. Powerless. But I knew that my brother was close by if I needed him, and that the others would be waiting for me back at the Rising Stones. Not like now. I've seen my share of trouble since coming to Eorzea. Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well. But to have the people I hold dear struck down before my eyes, and be powerless to help them, that I cannot bear.
You still have me. You still have me. You don't have to bear this burden alone. Do I go with the ego response? You still have me, the most important one. Or do I go with the friend response of, hey, you're not alone. We can suffer together. We go with the ego. You still have me. Yep. Hey, I'm still here, you know. Warrior of Light.
And for that I am grateful. I don't know what I'd do without you.
I should have said the other one.
Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day. Come on. We have friends to save.
Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace, okay. Poggers. Bum 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 bum.
The Populares no longer present an obstacle.
Xenos.
Now is the time to bring the
Or
Allies' might to
Xenos.
bear. A word from your radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart. Have you no words for me? Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When
I knew
first
it.
I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of
I
my
knew it.
power
I called
to
it.
further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer.
Oh yeah,
as
can you?
easily as one might swat a fly.
Yeah, I don't think that's that easy,
Why
bro.
do you hesitate? Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave. Father.
The White Asian, huh?
I should be the one to sigh.
What the?
I
Is that the
played
real
my part
Xenos?
to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then, thanks to La Habrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back.
What the?
Elidibus was ever a warrior.
Who the hell are
The
you?
most tiresome trait, would you not agree? What? Have you no words for me either? No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery. Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of terms.
Grandson.
You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern.
Hmm?
Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it.
Solus Son Galvis.
Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know. The founding father was an Asian.
Whoa.
He created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos.
Whoa.
Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty. To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power.
What
And
the?
there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns. To that end, I have labored long and hard and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alec.
What the? What? Okay.
You fiends are overfond of your own voices.
Bro, what?
Mark me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
Bro, what? Bro, what? What the?
Such a waste of time and energy. Both yours and mine.
Uh-huh.
Lest you forget, you are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you pliant pieces for the game. Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You, of all people, should understand. Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
Bro, what the hell? The Empire was started by an Ascian just so they could do whatever the fuck they want? Wow. The whole time, they're just pawns. Dude, this is crazy. The amount of lore being dropped in this one cutscene. Holy shit. This guy, this is the guy who killed the Ascians with Elf. This guy's like goated. What in the world? Oh man, they ran out of voice acting. No. What the? A bunch of dead people. What the? Dead, all dead, yet I see no wounds nor any evidence of battle. Damn them, they finally used it? Used what? This guy knows. The Empire developed an alchemical weapon in Garabania, a gas, Black Rose it was called, and to breathe it is to breathe your last. I see. And that did this? How does he know? I thought the project abandoned and its vile fruit destroyed, but naught else could ever... Such an atrocity. Fools, what do they hope to gain with this butchery? Can they not see that a rule won with terror will not endure? How many more provinces must they lose? Nay, wait, this is the work of men, but monsters. The Ascians, it cannot be a coincidence that their trail led us here. Their objective was never to rule, but to sow strife and discord. Such a crime does indeed bear the mark of the bringers of chaos. Black Rose cannot be allowed to kill again. We must find the Assassins to put an end to their plot. Bro, Alf, you don't even know what's going on back home, man. I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that. Holy shit, that cutscene was insane. Oh my god.
I'm glad you've come, though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news. After you left, we reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments. But the results were always the same. Whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjuring. Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle.
That's exactly why it was them.
Alphino's still missing. God, it's all going wrong. Where do we
Other
even
cam change?
start?
I just felt like it, to be honest.
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Ooh, Cryle. Forgot you existed.
Cryle, I did not think you well enough to travel.
When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not well stay away. As a fellow scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one of those times you should feel free to call on me, regardless of my personal circumstances.
Bruh, she's about to get her soul ripped out of her.
Yes, I should have thought of that. Thank you for coming, Cryle. We would welcome your insight.
Bro, she's about to get her soul stripped out of her, watch.
And I should be happy to provide it. Now, what's this I hear about Alphino heading into Imperial territory? That boy always did have some funny ideas. Do you remember the speech he gave when he was accepted to the Studium?
My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
Bro, why are they clowning him, man? That's fucked. See, I ain't laughing.
Well, that particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great embarrassment to him, as you know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he remains altruistic to a fault. But I'm worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
You needn't be so concerned. Though his values remain the same, Alphino is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened, thanks to a certain someone.
Stop, you're gonna make me blush.
A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh?
Yeah, I won't tell him.
Right, I'd better have a look at our patients. They're in the infirmary, I assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone. If you'll excuse me.
Dude, no way she gets out of this, like, safe. No way. I guess she does. Dude, I feel like something's bad, but something's... Can't even speak, bro. Something bad is about to happen. Loki.
All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep. Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. The Elder Seedseer made a similar observation.
I've read the report. When you heard this mysterious voice, you described feeling as if you were somewhere else, yes?
Yes. I was in a void.
If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place, then it may be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind, just as we did in our search for Thancred.
Good
I
idea,
wasn't
Carl.
around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy.
Oh, it wasn't. But that's no reason not to try. I will have need of
Aha!
Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make
Master
the attempt.
Matoya.
So I suggest we pay her a visit.
Of course. How could I forget? Master Matoya. She'll know what to do. Master Matoya and Broomsy. Dude, she's so far away. I should probably change into my Shadowbringer's outfit. Broomsy! Master Matoya. Fran.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you? I hide myself away in a cave, and still you people insist on pestering me with your problems.
Yeah, but, you know, everyone's fucking dead.
Oh, I mistook you for young what's-his-name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
True.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
Yo, stop tripping.
Ha! That's more like it. Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too. Better for a young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders.
Master Matoya's the goat.
Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
And Stoller is one of the afflicted, is she?
Mm-hmm.
Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
Aw, cute. The ball.
Right. Let us see what we can see. I'll begin from where our friends first fell, and cast my senses out from there.
What is it? Did you find them?
This doesn't make sense. How is it even possible?
What the?
How is what possible? Kryl, what did you see?
The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
What the?
Could the ether have dissipated if it had? Oh gods! Their bodies are just husks. It's like the Broodmother's daughter all over again.
No, this is different. The Garlean girl was already dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi effected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
True. They're not rotting.
But where?
Dude, Ali's bugging out. Shut up.
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just have to keep looking. Pray, excuse me a moment. Yes? I remember, but... What, to Alamigo?
For Alamigo!
That was Lee's. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them.
What the?
I'm sorry. I realize we've barely begun here, but...
Go, child, go! You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if there isn't some other method we could use to continue the search.
Let's be off then.
Broomsy? No!
Not again. The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
Broomsy! Dude, that is sus. Everything's dying.
Took ill. Y'shtola and Urianger were sharing notes on a thinning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
Does it now? And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliac.
Dude, something's happening.
Fear something has gone awry. Still, there's naught to be gained from starting in shadows. You can only do what can be done, and that but one thing at a time.
Bro. The ether is thinning. Something is happening. I'm gonna change to my Shadowbringer's outfit now. That's it. I'm pretty sure like this is the start of that arc. Let me check my monies. There it is. Clear Shinryu. We did clear Shinryu. It's on YouTube as well. I've arrived in it.
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
What you
What
want,
happened to my
Garlean?
brother? Where is Alphino?
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
You assume?
Dude, she's
If you will allow
freaking
me,
out.
I shall endeavor to explain events. Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing. As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Ascians.
Mm-hmm.
This shadow hunter, as he styled himself,
Shadow
then
Hunter.
escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn. Tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them. They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same. Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's Guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night. It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion. I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the
those
Empire's
glasses,
forces
yeah.
are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
For Alamigo.
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't.
Swole has glasses but no light bulbs.
Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on! No matter how quickly we act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hien know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Lord Hien, huh?
Consider it done. We'll send word when...
Do you like my new outfit, G4? Never mind. No!
Sorrow must be changed.
Uh-oh.
Ahead looms a calamity. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
Dude, he keeps telling me throw wide the gates. What's that mean? Who's talking? We don't know. We don't know.
You heard it too.
There's this mystery person that's invading all the Scions' heads.
At least we're both still standing.
And he ripped the soul out of all the other Scions. Besides us two. He ripped their souls out of their bodies and they're like pretty much fucking dead. No, I actually remember King Thordon killed La Habrea, remember?
Transport us any closer to an answer. We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hien.
His son then? Maybe another Ascian, but it's so creepy. He's attacking only Scions. So it's only me and Ali left. All, like me and her. All the other ones got their souls ripped out of their bodies. My friends, I was just discussing future endeavors with the members of the newly formed alliance. Kojin, the Confederacy you already know, and it was your own strength of arms that won us the cooperation of the steppe tribes. So have joined together the neighbors of Nagasha and the indomitable citizens of Dalmasca. Though the scattered nature of the latter's resistance will somehow delay the official introduction. Okay, Pog. These proud people have united under a single purpose to stand against the tyranny of the Garlean Empire. Glad to see your alliance is coming together so swiftly. As things stand, we shall soon need your strength. Like Yasuo can do anything. Bro, he's pretty strong. He's pretty strong. Not as strong as me, but... Thank you for bringing me the news of Alphino. His fate is never far from my thoughts. Not only because he is our emissary. As for his sudden deployment of Imperial Strike, I agree that Alamigo would be wise to shore up his borders with all haste. Every report received from our shinobi indicates a massing of troops in the western provinces. It seems all but certain that the Empire is posing a big threat to fist upon Eorzea. Strong a miss big bad who's unarmed in front of him, and his friend dies because of it. Yeah, help deflect that blow, but I cannot risk sending reinforcements just yet. It will remain vulnerable to airborne assault. Entire wall and burn is in place. They actually survived. By the way, the all important Allegan energy barrier. His friend and the girl actually both survived. Energy barrier, yes. I thought to call it something more suspicious. Name drawn for the forlords, perhaps Ceres Aegis or some such. Well, just a thought. Yeah, a lot happened yesterday. You weren't here. ARX engineers reports that they have finished calibrating the generators and ready to proceed to the testing stage. Basically, she survived and she had amnesia. She lost all her memory. And it was a big thing. It was like, oh, everybody still hated her for obvious reasons, but she lost all her memory and she had no idea why everybody hates her. And her friend and his friend Gosetsu was the only one who was nice to her. He's just like, oh, like she lost all her memory. Like what am I supposed to do? Fucking kill her? Like she just doesn't know anything anymore. She's like a child. But eventually she actually regains all her memory and then goes insane and becomes a primal. And then I kill her, and then yeah, now she's dead. And then Gosetsu gets depressed. Because he saw the good in her when she lost her memory, and then he basically quits being a samurai and goes on his own pilgrimage, and is basically gone now. But it was actually a really good mini arc, because when we were killing her, not only did we kill her, she was having like split personality. It's like her pure side, which came out when the amnesia hit, and then her evil side. They were like fighting back and forth in the middle of the fight, and we were killing her bad side. Like we went inside of her psyche and killed her bad side, and the only reason we were able to kill her bad side was because Gosetsu, his friend, was the only person who was ever nice to her, and he helped us within her psyche to defeat her bad side. But ultimately she did die in the end. And she also killed her parents. That also happened. But yeah, that's what happened. And right now, basically, almost everybody is allied. And brother, yeah, her brother also died. We're basically allied with everybody except the Empire, pretty much. And yeah, we're trying to block with them. Alright, 1v9s here. Nah. Oh, also there was a big important cutscene that happened earlier. It was actually very important. Basically, Lord Xenos. Oh my god, so much happened, man. Lord Xenos, the main bad guy of last arc that I beat. And when I beat him, he was satisfied that there was somebody actually strong enough to beat him. He cut his neck open, and we saw him die. But he actually didn't die. He actually survived somehow. We don't know how he survived. And he's like on the loose right now. But while that happened, because everybody thinks he's dead, an Ascian took the shape of Lord Xenos. The white Ascian, he took the shape of Lord Xenos and is pretending to be him. So everybody thinks that Lord Xenos is alive. We think that Lord Xenos is alive, but we also think that it's an Ascian that possessed his body. But we don't know that the actual Lord Xenos is still around. Nobody knows that. And then from the trailer, wait, was it? What the hell? And then another bombshell dropped when another Ascian came out that was like even higher up than like La Habrea and the White Ascian, a new one. He came out and said that to the Emperor of the Empire, like the Lord Xenos' dad, he was like, you're just a pawn in my game, and you know that the entire Empire was created originally from Ascians. Like, we created the entire Empire from the start, and the Empire only exists just so the Ascians can fuck around with people. That's it. And you need to remember that. But the Emperor of the Empire, actually respect to him, tried to kill that Ascian and said, no, you don't determine my destiny. Humans, we determine our own destiny. So low-key, like, I don't know, bro. He's not that bad of a guy. But yeah. A lot's been happening. Burge. Let's go. Common Empire W. Oh yeah, this area is the area between like our land and the Empire. It's called the Burn. It's an area that is completely stripped of all ether. And it's just ashes.
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand. Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders.
Well, we kind of found a way to bring ether wirelessly to this area.
Friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
Bruh. Barrier.
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming. $1,000 yards, 2,000, 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected.
Not Lord Hien pretending like he knows what's happening.
4,000, 5,000. Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yards. We've done it.
The reason we want this barrier is because the Empire, we think that if we all band together, the Empire is going to realize and they're going to send an airship like assault towards us, and we can't do anything about airships. They have the skies under their control. So we set up a barrier so they don't have access to the skies. Now let's see if the barrier works. Is it gonna bonk? LOL, bonk! L!
Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
Who's in the ship though? Oh, this guy. Oh yeah, this guy's the goat. And he has Alf. What the hell?
By the gods. It's Alphino.
That guy is the goat. We don't 100% know who he is. We just know he's...
Let me go! He has my brother!
He's known as the Shadow Hunter.
Lower the barrier.
And he's killed 6 Ascians so far. Even a white one. It's me? Yeah, okay. This guy's mad strong. We don't know who he is, though. Dude collects the Asian masks like they're trading cards. He just wears them around his belt.
Be at ease, girl.
Shadow
The lad is
Hunter.
not dead, merely locked in slumber.
Is that the first time we heard his voice?
No, not him too.
Oh, Alf got his soul ripped out of him too, huh? Interesting. Yeah, everyone's been getting their souls ripped out of them. We don't understand why. And the voice keeps telling me that I'm the only one that could do something about it.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem. It is a day for fated reunions. Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
Yo, he knows who I am. What the? Who is this person? See the white Asian mask. He has one. Gaius Van... Wait, is this Gaius? No way! Oh! No shot.
Aye. Gaius
What?
Vanessa, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given. One I have long since relinquished.
Bro, what?
Stand down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Balesar, a man without rank or allegiance.
It's actually Gaius.
Impossible. There's no way
What?
he could have survived.
Do you remember how it unfolded?
Yeah, I beat your ass.
How I was
Oh
deceived
my
by Lahebrea,
god.
How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea?
Oh my
Yes,
god.
he used me. Yes, he used so many others. All to further the restoration of his wretched god.
It's actually Gaius.
Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me.
I don't know,
As the
do I?
Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment at least.
Bro,
A moment
what?
of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble and swore
Gaius
vengeance
Bizarre
on the
Adventures.
Ascians.
Gaius was the GOAT? Bro, what? The white
Black Wolf
Asian
has shed his
mask.
pelt, never to return to Garlean.
Oh wait, that's not the white Asian mask. That's just his mask.
I live
Oops.
now only to exact revenge.
I thought that was the white Asian mask. He has other Asian masks though.
My principal quarry was to be Lahebrea, whom I gather you have since ushered into oblivion.
Yeah, that guy's a bum, bro. Don't even worry about it.
But so many more remain.
I can't
Long
believe
as
that
their
G4
kind
called
lurked in the shadows,
out that Gaius was the good
laboring
guy.
to sow chaos throughout our world. I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword. Are the
Bruh.
Scions not of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
You mean all the Empire are the good guys?
Then
Yeah,
I shall
okay.
continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired.
The Asian masks.
Among the Ascians, the black-masked ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know.
Yeah, the black are the
Yet
weak
among
ones. The red
there
are the
exists
stronger
a
ones.
hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source. Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones,
It's like real
belonged
life?
to
Okay.
the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the Source. The first was Lahebrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmett Selk.
Whoa.
Little is known.
Emmett Selk. Who's that? We never met him.
We have files on Lahebrea and Elidibus, but I believe this Emmett Selk is new to us.
Emmett Selk.
As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light.
It is Elidibus. He's smart.
Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets. It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention. They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Yo, Gaius is the GOAT!
Toxic gas?
What?
This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch. Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno Galvus.
Whoa. Xenos.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
Fucking Hien, bro.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized.
What the? Cloning technology?
And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus.
What?
All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations, or was it the will of the Emperor? I must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland.
Bruh. Gaius.
It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
Yo, he knows he doesn't want to fight me.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
You're right. There are more important matters at hand. We'll settle this another time. Yeah, we'll settle this another time. I'm not done with you, bro.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods. Even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Ascian promises. Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
Uh-huh. Gaius.
So that was the infamous Black Wolf. An unexpected ally, to say the least.
The Black Wolf.
Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
Dorma. Bruh.